Hey there, it is Jer SD here. I am your coach of the Seattle Pidgeots, and we are here for week number 11, possibly the final week of the Woods Draft League. Um, basically, coming into this game, we were 4-6, minus 6 differential, and we basically had to win out with good differential last week and this week to have a chance, and I'll talk about that after we look over the game. Real quickly before we get into it, I did some looking at my analytics here, just out of curiosity. Obviously, with 20 views, it's not like I really care that much, but I want to know. I noticed on my last Woods video that when I uploaded this to Reddit, in both subreddits, competitive Pokemon and Draft League, the subreddits, after I did that, I went from 6 views on the video to 20 views on the video. So if you're here and you're listening to my voice here, if you could, that'd be great. Just go down, leave a comment. You don't have to say anything about the video. I just want to know where you clicked on the video from. So if you came from Reddit, just tell me you came from Reddit. If you came from any of the Discord channels that I plug in, tell me where you came in from there. That's all I want to know. I want to know where I should be focusing my promotion, whether it's in bigger Discord channels that I send these to, if people are actually clicking through on those, or if it's people clicking through on Reddit, because I know I find people to watch smaller Draft League content through Reddit. So I was just interested to see that, because I got about 14 views in about an hour span or so. So I'm thinking it might be from Reddit. So that's basically what I'm interested for. I know the IBL guys and the Woods guys watch these videos, but I would say that's probably about half my views usually, because I don't think 20 of them combined watch. But if you are from those, let me know as well. Anyway, rambling is done. So my opponent's team consists of, we're going against Ronan, and his team consists of Togekiss, Tyranitar, Goodra, Cobalion, Centiskorch, Inteleon, Eldegoss, Runerigus, Barraskewda, and Shedinja. He's new to Draft League, I think, and he has winless throughout. He's got some games to make up, but we were here. And he just happened to be ready for this one, and he actually brought, in all the previous 8 games, he brought the 8 exact same Pokemon, different sets and stuff like that, but I was pretty much prepped for those 6 Pokemon, because it made sense that he would bring them again. I don't know. That's his decision, I guess. Whatever. So just go over the team real quick. He has Sand in Tyranitar, and that is one of the mons that he's been bringing. So I decided to also bring my Sand stuff this week. So we got the Smooth Rock, Rock Tomb, Body Press, Stealth Rock, Rest, Gigalith here with Physical Defense. This is for the Centiskorch mostly. It also helps versus Togekiss, and it can OHKO Tyranitar if we can live a hit from it. Rock Tomb is just solid versus Togekiss. It's solid versus a Coil Centiskorch, and then just Rest is there for recovery if we need it. Next up, we're bringing Wagon Dragon, the Choice Banded, Sand Rush, Dragozolt with Bolt Beak, Dragon Claw, Stone Edge, and Earthquake. Basically just coverage to hit everything on his team. He doesn't like to bring the Runerigus, which would stop this. So if he did bring the Runerigus, this would be a bad set versus it, but we can handle that with Quagsire and the Thwackey. Next up, we got PewDiePie, the specially defensive Sylveon. yeah, just standard Wish, Protect, Toxic, Hyper Voice. And then Thwackey with the Eviolite, Woodhammer knockoff, Protect and Leech Seed. Just here to get some Leech Seeds off, get some recovery, knock off some items, etc. And kind of the main focus of this team was Alolan Duggie trio. So he usually brings rocks on his Cobalion or the Tyranitar, which are the two that he brings every week, and he usually leads one of the two to try and get rocks up. So my strategy right off the bat, seeing that the 6 that he likes to bring are all either weak, they don't resist steel plus ground type moves, and the only one that does is Inteleon, so it's frail, and it can't switch in. So with Hone Claws and Iron Head Earthquake, Stealth Rock as well, Focus Sash, Sand Force, we can basically do big damage immediately, and that's kind of what I'm hoping to do. Yeah, with stuff like Goodra and Cobalion and Scorch, you really don't want to let them get in and get kind of set up or get off status moves or whatever. So yeah, we want to prevent that with kind of a hyper offense here take with the trio. And then we are bringing the physically defensive Rindo Berry, Water Absorb, Quagsire. This handles the Inteleon pretty well. Obviously Water Absorb. And then it handles the Scorch. He's brought coil sets pretty often with Fire Lash and Power Whip. So we got Haze and Scald on there with the Rindo Berry to live a Power Whip and get off the Haze, and then switch into something like Gigalith. So yeah, we'll just get into the battle here. So he did bring the same 6, and he ended up leading off with the Tyranitar to set up the sand for me. So I go straight for a Hone Claws. If he wanted to go into Inteleon, it would take big damage if I attacked it, and then I would switch out into Quagsire or Thwackey or something. So I go straight for the Hone Claws as he brings in the Leftovers Togekiss. So I obviously outspeed this with Leftovers, and I take it out with an Iron Head. Pretty bulky set, even was taken out by an Iron Head there due to Sand Force. He brings in Cobalion, and he dies to an Earthquake. So the strategy of just kind of hitting things with Duggie Trio was working. So I barely missed the KO there on the Scorch. In hindsight, I could have Hone Clawsed again to pick up the KO, but he will go down to Sand as he brings me down to my Sash, and here he's free to go into Inteleon, and I just let this thing go down and then get clicked to rocks, just in case. Yeah, so next here I go into the Dracozolt, because I know he's probably locked into the Scald, which I probably should have not risked the burn and just went into Quagsire, but I do risk the burn, and I do get burned, which sucks, but I'm able to still take it out with Bolt Beak, with Dracozolt, but that will stop me from pretty much winning the game here. If I didn't get burned, I just won, basically. 2-hit KO the Goodra, and it O-code most Tyranitar sets. So he goes for Draco there. I switch into Sylveon, get off a Toxic here, because this thing is annoying when it's super fat. He goes for Flamethrower, does nothing. He goes for his own Toxic, and then I go for the Hyper Voice. Does a good chunk, revealing he's not AV. Obviously he went for Toxic, and go for Hyper Voice again. Get a meaningless crit there, as it does the same roll at 41. And here, it's basically over. Tyranitar will come in and click Earthquake. I'm going to go for Toxic just in case he wants to set up on my face, because I know I can't 2-hit KO this thing in the sand, or if he's weakness policy or something. And then the Earthquake, next turn I go into Thwackey, hoping that a Woodhammer would just take this out. But Woodhammer brings it down to 2%, and I actually die here to an Avalanche, which is a good prep on his part. but he's able to die to the Toxic. So we do pick up the 4-0 win, and I'll just show you real quick what we're working with here at the end of the season. So obviously with a 4-0 win here at the end, we finished with 2 wins in a row. We moved 5-6 -2. Dracozolt ends the season with 11 kills and 4 deaths. Mandibuzz with 2 kills and 5 deaths. Gigalith with 8 games played, 3 kills, 7 deaths. Sylveon, mid-season acquisition, 4 games played. She gets 2 kills in this one, and then dies, so 5 kills and 3 deaths. Rabombi, probably most consistent member of the team, 8 games played, 5 kills, 5 deaths. Quagsire came to 8 games as well. So Dracozolt, or actually Quagsire came the most. So Quagsire came 9 out of 11 games. Dracozolt came 8 games, it's just not updated. Yeah, and so Rabombi and Dracozolt both came, and Gigalith, both came to 8 games. Dugtrio, also mid-season acquisition, came to 4 games, picks up 2 kills in this one, and goes down, so 3 kills, 3 deaths. Thwacky died in this one, so he ends the game 4 games played, 3 kills, 3 deaths as well. Salazzle, pretty consistent as well. Only 5 games, but 6 kills, 5 deaths. And then Glycopod, probably most disappointing member, I'd have to say, to be honest. 6 games played, 3 kills, 5 deaths. And then Mawile came that 1 game and died. Obviously, we had Drifblim, we had Duraludon, we had Mr. Magdallar at points during the season. So yeah, so if this is the end, I'll just show you the playoff race here. So as you can see, the top seeds from each division will make the playoffs, plus 2 wildcards from each conference. So right now, obviously, this is our division, and Albuquerque and Bronx are the top seeds, with Cuda, the Pokemon Go Goats, and the Soaring Sigilyphs in the wildcard positions right now, with Sarasota and ourselves just outside. So I'm at 5-6 -2 here. So they haven't played yet. So we need both these guys to lose. Pokemon Go Goats is playing the Bronx Obstagoons, and Sarasota is playing KFC. So yeah, we need both of those to lose, and we need Cuda especially to lose by -4 or -5 or more. So -5 or -6, and that would actually put us in the playoffs if both of those lost. Cuda with a differential of more than 4. That would put us in the playoffs, but I highly doubt it. Both Cuda and Sarasota are pretty good battlers, so I don't think both of them are going to lose. But yeah, it was a rough season. I think our draft wasn't that great to begin with. I tried Sand and it didn't really work. Dracozolt is inconsistent, and Gigalith has no reliable recovery, and just too many weaknesses similarly to each other. But I had fun. Obviously 5-6 is not terrible, obviously, but yeah. So thank you to all the Woods people who watched this season, who played me this season. Had lots of fun. So this is JRSD signing out. Hopefully coming back for Woods Season 6 at some point. Yeah, see you guys. Thanks for watching. And remember, if you made this for, if you came from Reddit or Discord or whatever, leave it in the comments. I just want to know. Okay, thanks. Bye.